What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Stirfry. It's your boy, Chef T.
I'm Will the Spacekid.
And our special guest today is Heybert Flexworthy.
Yeah.
Yup. You're a rapper, comedian, all sorts of stuff. You've done everything in the game, I feel like.
I've done everything. I'm like Peter Griffin. You know what I'm saying? Peter had every job. You know what I'm saying? I do it all because I can succeed at everything. I do it all.
I feel that. I
got a winning record.
All right, so now your main focus is in like this kind of comedy rap, right? That's your main focus, and then also skits.
Yeah, I mean, I took a step back from the skits as much as just started doing the comedy music because that's what works for me. So I got to stick within my niche at the same time, but I go and do the skits every now and then. I ain't tripping.
Yeah, no, I feel that. They're hilarious, dude. I love the one. What was the most recent rap one where you were like squirting his peeing?
Oh, okay. I thought you was gonna blow it. I thought you was gonna say big white bitch. I was about to say not only behind, but
no,
yeah, squirt his pee was fun.
Squirt his pee.
That was a fun video. It was a lot of upset people out there because there was a lot of people out there with kids in their car. So we walking up to the car like, squirt pee, and you squirt, and we know you squirt, and they son and they daughters in the car like. Yeah, he's just like, what is you doing? Like,
yeah, Mom, what's squirting?
Yeah, got a lot of that. You got a lot of that right there.
Even the cops was, I think, the best part about that one.
Yeah, we just once it got going, it was just no stopping.
I feel like once you're in the mindset, like at first you just got to get like, get warm up
because everybody was out there with their signs all stiff, and then once it's like, yo, we out here, and I'm always gonna jump in the water first. So I'm the first one in the street doing handstands and stuff like that. I'm always going to do that. And then everybody else got to it. Before I know it, they were doing more than me.
That's like so ballsy though, because, most people don't, like, I don't know if I could do that personally.
Oh, yeah.
I could do it, but like, I don't know if I'd want to do that.
Yeah, I tell people, if you're going to come out to the video shoots, if you're like, I want to be the cool guy and stuff like that, my video shoots mostly aren't for anybody because we're going to have fun. We're going to act goofy. And definitely if it's something as far as like a community dig or a squirtus pee, we're going there.
Going all the way. It's either all in or nothing.
It's like, if you're not going to go in, what you there for?
Yeah.
Why do you think people show up? Like, so you text them like this outrageous video concept and then they decide to show up.
People show up because of the opportunity, because of who I am. Okay. And what I've done. And when I speak things, I back it up with pure facts and numbers. So it's just a rational thing to even show up, period. It's like, if I say this is going to do this, it's going to do it. And then, there's times where you miss, and it's like, but at the same time, I speak with confidence, and hard work attracts work. So if you want to be somewhere, it's the same thing as if Diddy asked you, or if Jimmy Iovine was like, come here. You're going to come ASAP. You'd probably slap your mom in the face, drop Thanksgiving dinner, and go. Like, period. Because of who that guy is.
Yeah.
So it's just, I think it's a respect thing. And the fact that I put up the work, I put up the numbers.
Yeah, it's definitely a respect thing. Like, you have to, because, it's hard enough to get people to show up on time as it is doing anything.
Yeah.
And just to have people that actually consistently show up to your videos, that's just
people catch the bus to my video shoots.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just that in this whole. It's about who I am. It's about what I do. I put in that work. I make it happen. So like things can be different. When you come work on this side, it's just different. It's different.
Yeah. Well, speaking of all your work you've done, because you've been in the game making content forever, I want to take it back to Snack Theater. That's what it's called, right? Snack Theater? Yeah. All right. Yeah. So let's take it back to Snack Theater. How'd you get into making these videos?
Everybody in the neighborhood did music.
Okay.
So I'm like, let me put these guys on YouTube because it's like y'all just gonna keep rapping in this little circle right here. So I had a Nokia 5300 slide, black and white little slide phone. And I was running around, I'm recording everybody, and I'm like, and putting them on YouTube, and I'm like, I gotta come up with a name for this. What is this? Because there's Smack DVD, so I'm like, who am I going to be? And so I had ended up getting on house arrest. So I was like, and then this commercial had came on. It was McDonald's. My name is Ronald. Everybody always was like, oh, Ronald McDonald and stuff. So I'm already looking at this commercial, resenting it. Like, And then they had the snack wraps. This is when the snack wrap just came out.
Okay.
So I was like, I'm going to call it snack wraps. For sure, I'm calling this thing snack wraps, for sure. And I ran with that. And then I was recording people fighting, people doing jokes and stuff. So there was snack scraps, snack cracks. There was so many things. And I was like, what are we going to call this whole thing? And I said Snack TV. Snack TV is copywritten by the NFL. Didn't know that. So went with Snack Theater.
Okay.
It's the only thing with a bunch of different avenues in it. So we went with that. And I just didn't look back. And that was like the real first thing in life that I learned, that if you decide to do this, you gonna win with anything I decide to do. So that was the first thing. But that's pretty much why the people in my neighborhood just was rapping to themselves. And I'm like, what's the point if millions and billions of people don't get the opportunity to at least see it?
Yeah, and then this is a time to set everybody up. This is a time when, your town probably didn't have that many videographers or any at all.
It was none.
Like that wasn't even a thing.
He was in Cleveland, so we was like, we had Eric Papa, really Giuseppe.
No competition.
That's it.
Well, I'm gonna tell you another thing.
YouTube is just being introduced.
Yeah.
A lot of people, if it wasn't $2,000, they didn't want to talk to you. You was the first person to like, let me hear how much money you got. And you'd be like, okay, you got $100? I can work with you.
Yeah.
And that changed the dynamics of everything.
Big time. It was like people, and definitely when I started really shooting music videos, how old we? 17, 18? Like, how you about to get $500 for a video? It's not happening.
Yeah.
It's not happening unless you go off and doing crazy stuff. And it's like, and there was no scamming back then. So back then you was robbing or selling drugs or stealing and selling stuff. You know what I'm saying? Even I did that. Go to that game, go to Blockbuster, steal some controllers and stuff, take it to the game exchange. That's good money right there. You feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? But I felt like it was cruel trying to squeeze that and doing this one video for this person when it's like, nah, let's just keep this ball rolling. Let's shoot. I'd rather shoot you the 5 videos for $500 than shoot that one video one time, because then at least we have more quantity of work, Well,
and then you also get to that experience, you get to get better.
Yeah, you get
with each one.
Better. You get to get better for sure. So it's like, I'd rather just keep going than just booming. When you gonna do another one? Well, I ain't got no customers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when was the first time, so you were shooting on your little Nokia phone, and then did you upgrade to?
I had upgraded to like a little Sony Handycam, but then Gucci Mane and his security snatched that one. So then...
Okay, whoa. Let's hear about that. I want to hear about that.
Oh, man. So Gucci came to the Metropolis at the time. And,
man.
So I was supposed to have been doing an interview with him.
Okay.
But that's what the promoter promised me. Never happened. But I'm at the hotel with him. So we got Frenchie...
Crazy.
Voodoo Kid, Waka Flocka, everybody just walking down the hallway. Everybody just walking around politicking. But Waka ain't nothing at the time.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? I got my eyes on the prize. And there's a room at the end of this hallway with a big black dude with a shotgun at the end of it.
No way.
It's all kind of tools on this floor. Everybody got all kind of poles, everything. So I'm like, it ain't happen that night. I go in the morning, wake up in the morning, and it's like time for everybody to leave. And I'm like, yo. And he was like, yo. The promoter like, yo, this is the time. Let's go. I'm like, I'm ready. Battery charged. This is it. So he come out of the room and we go to get on the elevator. And the security guard, I ain't never seen a security guard this big. I wasn't that big at the top, but I ain't never seen a security guard this big. So me, Gucci, and the promoters on the elevator. So I turned my camera on, and the guy is like I turned my camera on, and then Gucci look at the camera, and then he look at me, and then he kind of shimmy behind his security and was like, And then so the promoter peep it, and he like, yo, you could do a quick couple drops of interviews real quick, Gucci. And then the security guard look at my camera. I twist the camera towards Gucci. Like, I'm standing there, so I'm like, I'm holding it right here. The security guard come over me and was like, I said, no, we ain't doing no interviews, no none. He grabbed the camera, door open, and they go on the tour bus. They haul Gucci right onto the tour bus.
He just snatched it like that.
He just snatched it. Security got the camera, so I'm like, damn, ain't gonna give it back. So I'm just waiting out there. I'm like, come on, I'm 17. They gonna give it back. No.
He just, I know he walked on that bus and was like, look what we got.
I had so much footage, so much film on that thing.
Oh, shit.
It cost me so much money. So many people I had to get their video money back to. It set me back. It set me back big time.
Damn.
Set me back. And I had to go get a new camera. It set me back. Ended up having Thomas James ended up giving me a new camera. And I had to work that off. It was sickening. But shout out to Gucci.
You still owe him a camera.
All you had to do was do one drop. Yeah, Gucci Mane Flair. HeySnack.com Snack Theater. Wow. That's it.
That's it.
Well, Gucci was a bad experience, but can you tell us how the Swag in Ohio experience happened?
Oh, that was super easy. Little B. I love Little B. But,
Okay.
So I heard he was down at the show. I know all the security guards in the city. This is easy. He at the Agora. I'm like, all right, let me go to the Agora. Up there. I grab my nephew, go up there, walk straight there, boom, to the dressing room. Lil B, he give me a hug. I'm like, wow. This is crazy.
He gives you a hug?
Just randomly, just hugs me.
Young bass guy.
Yeah, he just hugs me and says, I love you. Like, and I'm like, okay.
Okay.
And I'm like, yo, we got to do that Swag Like Ohio video tonight. He said, I was thinking the same thing.
Okay.
So now there's nobody else. You will not see nobody else with footage that night but me. So at that point, he was like, yo, just film little parts out throughout the show. And then when they drop the song, that's when I want you on me. So, and it just worked out like that. And then after the show, he was like, what's your Twitter? He followed me and was like, let me know when it come out so I can repost it.
That's dope.
Damn, that's mad love. Like, so no problem.
Damn,
Straight to the
sounds like he was kind of flirting with you at first.
It did. Because you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know what? But he's San Francisco. He's from Berkeley, man.
He's just showing some love. I get it.
It was like, you know what I'm saying? And definitely Lil B, this is crazy because Lil B had just got punched. Like, he had just got punched on. So it's like, for him to even be still that open was amazing to me. And he was like, you know how my videos are shot, bro. He said, bring that zoom in and out. Bring that zoom in and out. That's all you gotta do. Just bring that zoom in and out for me. So he doing the show, he rapping, and he turned back, he look at me, and he like, all right. So he see me, I'm back there.
Yeah.
Real nigga, go grill.
Crazy.
Bring that zoom in and out.
See, I wish though more artists would be like that. Like it, because that offered you an opportunity.
Right.
And then because you weren't there to. That's the thing is, artists oftentimes they probably think that like, oh, I'm a high stature. I don't want anybody like coming in here that I don't know doing some shit.
Because it's just the world just got so unsafe, and I feel it. But there used to be a point where you could walk up to a tour bus and possibly get a record deal. I mean, we're looking at how many artists was put on like that because this such and such was in town, and they was able to go hand them a demo.
Yeah,
there used to be a time like that, and boy,
it was also less saturated.
Yeah,
though.
you go up to a tour bus today, you probably getting beat up
easily.
Yeah,
especially with a camera or a demo. They're like, get the fucking shit out of here.
You getting beat up and your CD tossed at you like. And this would be an artist that you look up to, like, dang, like I really thought, but it's like they don't know if you want their chain or not. Right?
Yeah, because I guess as the artist, I mean, look, you're not gonna trust anybody because everyone's looking out for their self-interest anyways,
Yeah, and
so they're coming to you. Yeah.
Once you get money, and I felt that, what I'm saying, definitely after shooting the Four Loko video, and once that blew up,
that's what I
started noticing, like I couldn't tell the difference, and this is real. This is real. Anybody out there who think you gonna get like any kind of fame or you think that you want this viral life and stuff like this is a real message. Really think about it because it's not for the faint-hearted. Because you find yourself in situations where you can see, I can see this guy. I can see you. I know who you guys are because you guys are around me. But then once this video dropped and everybody got their hands out, it's kind of hard to know the difference between the hands anymore. Like, it's like now he would ask me for a video at any moment. I don't blow up. Now everybody asking me for a video. So now Will just asked me for a video. Now it's Will nagging me. immediately. Like it turns. Like it's so hard to stay grounded and be like, oh no, this is just Will doing what Will was doing beforehand.
Yeah.
But now it's like, since everybody poking at you.
Yeah. Okay.
You just it turned from 2 people poking at you to 100 people poking at you. And you just trying to stay focused, and it's not really easy. It's so easy to get lost into all that.
Yeah.
Everybody just like hyping you up like you the best. You the greatest.
Because they want something though, you know?
I want to pay you. Can I pay you this? And you like, you gonna pay me this? And then here come Will like, yeah, but you still gonna do it for the $50 for me. And it's like, he paid me this. You don't love me enough to pay me this? He just told me this. And then it's like, now somebody else. And
yeah.
Before you know it, you lose relationships with people. And next thing you know, people trying to talk to you. You ain't trying to hear their demos. You ain't trying to hear them rap.
Right, and then now you're on the tour bus looking out, and the kid's coming to you with the demo. But like, I mean, it's a hard balancing act, right? Because you have people that want favors, and then people that have been there the whole time and are still the same person. But it's hard to differentiate both of them.
I'm glad you said that word, differentiate, because I say that and I don't know if it's a real word or not. But
dude, I was totally about to butcher it too. I was like,
I've butchered that word a few times, but I'm glad you said it. We got white validation here now on this word, so I'm happy about that, because I'd be like, differentiate, and people be looking at me like,
what the hell?
College word, yeah, got you. But yeah, that's hard. Like, a lot of people just think that, you know what I'm saying, once you start to rise, I've learned to manage it now, because, I mean, keep in mind, back then I was 17, 18. Like,
you were probably loving life. You're like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, I'm finally getting pussy.
Yeah.
Like, I grew up ugly, so it's like, y'all let the fox out.
With your bald head?
Like, everything. I grew up, oh, you saw that? Yeah, they rocked me. But, you know what I'm saying? But I grew up ugly, so once I just started taking all the pussy. Like, fat pussy, ugly pussy, big pussy, tall pussy, short pussy. I'm taking all the pussy. This pussy got a little smell to it. I'll take that. I'll take all the pussy. So it was just like, I'm trying to get all this pussy, and I'm trying to get this money and upgrade my life, and motherfuckers trying to ask me for favors, and other people are paying me for the same things and congratulating me. It was so easy just to get lost in all the bullshit. And definitely when you talk about being like a viral figure, man, it's not for the faint-hearted. Like, if you ain't ready for death threats, beat your ass threats, people forming an opinion based off other people's thoughts about you, you're not ready for it. If you can easily get if you can easily get lost in what other people say, if you care what other people say, it's not for you. Stay at a 9 to 5 or whatever you plan on doing there. It's not for you. If you care what people say, you don't be on this side of the camera. It's not for you.
So when you like 17, let's say 17 through like 19, and you shooting these videos, and you look up, for local video at 1 million. Okay, I just shot.
Dude, I can't believe you shot
Ray
that.
Jr. Doughboy video, MGK. These people are kind of blossoming a little bit, but you notice that you got to do regular day stuff after you leave these videos. Did you ever kind of question, like, am I doing this right, or is this kind of like reality?
Never question nothing.
Okay.
I just felt it. I just went with what was happening. And if I did X, Y, and Z and it made me that return, that's just what the formula was. I didn't really, there was no doubt in my mind. I have more doubt now than I ever had. When I was younger, I just moved.
Well, yeah, because no responsibility, like less responsibility.
Way less responsibility. You know? And I was just moving. And that was probably the beauty of it. Because now I have to learn how to get out of my own way. Because I'd be like, oh, it's not right. And I'd be so hard critiquing it. But the younger me would have been like, man, drop that shit.
Put it out. Yeah.
Yes, drop it. And like, I don't do that like that no more. But at that time, I was just moving. If it's working, it was working.
So when Four Loko made the news, what was going through your head? Or did you not even know about that?
Oh, I knew. I didn't know it was going to do that. That was my first taste of like viral activity. So I was kind of like, I was shocked that it did that. Now when things go viral, I don't even be shocked no more.
Bro, like
that's how it's supposed to be.
But the Four Loko video, though, I'll never forget it. And I remember me and my buddies were just like, because we were freshmen at the time, and we were drinking Four Lokos in Shitty K.
You saw that video back then?
Oh yeah.
That's crazy.
And
They had 1 million views.
bro,
Like,
we were just fucking like shotgun for locos, dude, and just like loco for them locos. That shit was hilarious.
I've never drank a Four Loko.
No?
Ever.
Good, I brought some. No,
Oh my god, we getting another ticket. I've never drank a Four Loko ever, but
not even when you were young. I feel like, dude, when I was younger, like that was
I'm not
cheap, easy.
I'm not a drinker.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
smoke. I don't drink. Like I don't really get into all that. But I did end up going to court behind that video though. So
really.
yeah, it was minors in there drinking.
Oh.
No way, it went so viral that someone investigated who was drinking.
They investigated that video, and then, that was Guap Gang at the time. So
Yeah,
they
Guap Gang was
had
popular.
did something, not like the main people in the video, but like some of they just, what I'm gonna say, henchmen, did some shit, and they got in trouble, and all of a sudden they seen one of the dudes in the video, and he was drinking, and then now they bringing me to court, so I'm looking at.
Oh, because you filmed it, yeah. What the fuck?
Like, what is this?
What
Nothing to
the
do with this. And it's like, no, yes, you do. You filmed it, and you filmed minors drinking. So I had to go in there and be like, "There."
Were you were a minor though, right?
With that, huh?
Were you a minor at the time?
Yes.
So you filmed your buddies drinking, like that's what I would have said, but
Yeah, but no, I just said it wasn't Four Loko in it. It was just the cans.
oh,
empty cans,
just
and we put
yeah,
Arizona.
genius. Smart.
Okay, that's good. You didn't have community service or anything.
No,
Okay.
and I walked starch up out of there.
Right, because that's ridiculous to say that something like people do that all the time, like fill like shitty K with water.
Yeah, and then his detective, he was like, "You better be careful next time."
He's like, better be careful.
Well, what was it like recording the
ridiculous.
beefs back and forth? Because Guap Gang, I remember they was beefing with Dang B
I
and
made
Splash
I made
Rock.
a lot of money off that. That was fun.
But what was it like actually, like you going back and forth, like okay, he just dropped this, we just dropped this one, so I know they gonna want to respond, they gonna call me.
Right, so it's like it got to a point where the problem was that some people was like, yeah, he instigating, he going back and forth between the groups. So I ended up having to put my brother on the payroll, like, yo, you just film Guap Gang, and I'm gonna film
I got
Legacy and them.
I got you.
That way, so I don't got to keep bouncing in between the two, because we was making a lot of nice little money at the time for that. I loved it though, but even when I was running back and forth, I didn't look at myself as an instigator. That's just journalism.
I mean, you're
just capturing what the fuck.
Yeah, they
is
said
going
come
on.
here. They said, oh, them niggas said that. Come here. Oh,
Yeah.
they said that. Come here. I'm just like I would have came to you guys regardless if you'd have said anything. So,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And as far as I seen, that beef wasn't that real to me. To me, real is if you got an issue with somebody, you pulling up. Period.
right, but
That wasn't. It ended up there.
Yeah.
And when it ended up there, you don't see no more videos after that, because that's when I was like, yeah, we out of that.
yeah, because
Now
that's the
it-
last thing
that-
you want us to be fucking deep
Yeah,
into
like then it
that.
got into that. But
Yeah.
before that, when it was just videos back and forth, I'm like, y'all just talking on the net. This some rapper stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's
Right.
That's just what it
It's
is.
just publicity shit. You know what I'm
Because
saying?
at
Like
this
beef,
point,
whatever.
if I got a problem with you, I'm calling you, we talking, and then if we can't resolve nothing there, then I'm pulling up. And to me, that's real beef.
Okay.
That's real drama. If y'all ain't doing that, then it's just talk at that point. So why not capitalize on some money? But it was fun. I liked it. I'd have did it again.
So the fact that you seen all these beefs, you seen different rappers get beat up, you seen different rappers win fights. What made you want to jump in front of the camera and say, I'm gonna be the rapper now?
I always was good at making music. Parody music.
Okay.
Growing up in Cleveland, they had Russ Parr in the morning show, and they would have like the comedy stuff.
Yeah,
They would have the comedy music. They would always make a parody of the song. I was really good at that. I loved the I pledge allegiance to the flag that Michael Jackson is a, you know what I'm saying? I love
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
that,
Well, that
he
was-
got shot by G.I. Joe. I love that type of stuff. So
when was that
easy to be.
switch? Well, what year was that about?
Man, I can't remember.
Okay,
I
but it was
can't
like
remember.
what was
But
it, like
I know
2008?
I was about to
Was it
I was
2013?
20 though. I know I was 20 years old, and I had tried it, but what I instantly did was I just started rapping. I wasn't doing nothing comedy. I just started rapping, and I was like, I remember in this one video I had, which you guys will never see. because I unlisted it. It's just, and I'm in there. What I did was I broke down a blunt, like a shell, and then like just took some of the stuff out and put the tobacco back in there and pretended and like rolled it. So I was pretending to smoke in this video. I had all these guns on the table. I was fucking bitches in the video, and it was like, and after sitting back watching the video, I was like, this ain't me. I don't like this. This isn't me. This is fake. I'm not even being
right.
myself.
Yeah, you're trying to be like
so
somebody you're not.
Cut it. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna just go to website, blogging. Then I worked with WorldStar for that moment. And then I made my own site. And then from that, the real switch came in whatever date that Romper video dropped is when the switch came where I just was like,
Romper did like 1 million, right?
No.
Word?
No.
It seemed like it was everywhere.
15 million.
That's crazy.
Really?
Like,
Wait.
that did 15 million Facebook alone. That's not including the millions from Instagram and everywhere else.
Scary.
But, and I just to think,
that's scary.
I just dropped that. Like, I was like, I just did it just to do it. And everybody was like, no, don't do it. Even that one over there, no, don't do it and stuff like that. And then it was like, I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say. I'm going to do this.
Right.
I don't want to listen. I don't want to care what you think anymore or what anybody think about me. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this because it makes me happy. And if that, and not saying dancing in a romper makes me happy, but it made me happy because I got this idea of this song and I want to put it out now.
Right.
And it made me happy. And I got out my own way. I said, let me just do this. I don't care what you think. If you're going to think what you're going to think. But you're going to be scared. I'm not scared. I'm not scared anymore. You scared of what people think. I'm not. We're different. We're bred different.
Right.
We're not the same. Birds of a feather. If you're not, you're a duck. I'm obviously an eagle.
Yeah.
Let me move. You know, so it's like, and then it did that. And I said, oh.
This is possible.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm on to something.
Okay.
I'm on to something. And then that's why it's like, the viral videos don't even like shock me anymore. But I was like, I got to be on the front end to really answer that question. I'm like, I got to be on the front end because one, niggas is broke. They don't know how to keep $1. They just want to keep smoking weed and buying drinks and stuff and splurging on bitches. So they don't know how to keep $1. They don't know how to wake up and grind and then nap for a little bit and get back up and grind. They just say it because it's cute. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I want this. I kind of like you just kind of want it. You don't want it for real.
Yeah.
You don't want it for real. And I'm like, it's different for me. I know I'm not going to jail. I know that I'm not about to get killed no time soon for real. I could be, but I know that I'm not doing nothing crazy. I'm not out here selling drugs. This is easy for me. I'm accepted everywhere I go. I can do whatever I want. Who gonna stop me?
Yeah.
Who gonna stop me? Nobody don't want to fight me. So who gonna stop me? Like, I can be in front of this camera. I can shoot a video anywhere I want to. I am a neutral motherfucker. I'm good. I'm like, what's that fish? You ever see a fish tank? It's the one that's sucking on the glass. The allergy eater.
Yeah.
But you go to every tank and see an allergy eater. Saltwater, freshwater, piranhas, Oscars, goldfish. You go over.
Like, oh, this guy.
It's a neutral fish. I'm like, if I'm a neutral fish, if I could be in EC and then go to Garden Valley and then go to King Kennedy and not have no issues, then I'm built for this. I'm built for this. I can take the criticism. I can deal with people saying whatever they want to say about me and without having to fight. I can deal with running outside half naked. I could put a romper on and do the Tootsie Roll. I could make a song about having big... You don't affect me. You can say whatever you want, but it don't affect me. I'm built different. And I had that moment where I was just like, yeah, I'm meant for this. I was meant to be in front of this camera. And I kind of always knew it. Shockingly fact that I'm an introvert. Big introvert. Like, I'm shy as hell. But I was meant for this.
So what do you be thinking about when it's like day of some fight that you signed up for like a month ago? Like they done told you we gonna meet up. People about to come there. What you be thinking about that? The actual day? Fight? Yeah, like a fight. Like you about to go fight some rapper or whoever.
I love fighting. And so
I thought that was so fried. I was like, wait, is he having like a boxing match on this?
I love fighting. That last one ain't go my way, but at the same time, I was coming off the bench. I didn't really do as much preparation, and that dude was big, and I was kind of nervous. But the thing about it is, like, I was scared of that guy, but I don't back down from a fight.
Well, you know, a lot of Cleveland rappers just wouldn't show up. You know?
Yeah, a lot of people just wouldn't show up, but I'm gonna make that walk every time, and I'm gonna learn more from making that walk than cowering. You know what I'm saying? I knew I wasn't felt it. I was sitting down, my heart was beating. It felt like I was jumping rope. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, but I made that walk anyways.
Well, I think that's a good metaphor for like what you do in general and how. So you purposely put yourself in positions where you feel uncomfortable, so that you'll never feel uncomfortable again.
Right. You got to put yourself in those positions. Like that's just about life. Like at the end of the day, what they gonna say?
Right, we're all gonna die one day.
You're all gonna die. Period. Like you know. And I've been beat up before. That wasn't bad. I've been beat the fuck up before. Like there's some people who got some dominant wins over me. Like on the streets. Like nigga, like bitch, and your mama, you know, and your mama a hoe, nigga. Like that didn't happen to me before. So I've took losses that don't scare me, you know. But at the same time, I'm gonna always pursue the area where, you know, it's uncomfortable, so I can excel there. Cause I excel in everything I do. Period. So.
But I mean, I think it's probably because you can go and put yourself in positions where other people wouldn't.
Right.
You know.
Right. People are just scary.
Yeah.
People are scary. You know what I'm saying? If you don't never, I think it's scary if I don't. People think it's scary if they do. Like, oh, what if I don't make it? But I'm like, yo, what if I do make it? Like, I would hate to sit back and be like, okay, you ever been to casino?
Yeah.
And you ever play like a slot machine?
Yeah.
And it's like you losing your money on this slot machine, but maybe you got just a little more money left. But you say, fuck it, I'm out. And you bounce, and then somebody else sit on that chair, and then they hit like that. Feeling for me hurt because I was like, damn, I was right there.
Yeah.
I was right there. Like that feeling for me hurt to just to give up and to just not try. Like I'm going to go for it. And if I lose, I lose. I'll just, you know what I'm saying, do something strange for some change and get back. Whatever.
Yeah.
You know my watch, it's a Reptar watch.
No, I actually had that same one, dude.
Yeah, from when? How old are you?
Dude, oh my god. Dude, I had like a whole thing of it. I don't even know if
I don't think I've seen the purple one in person like in years. Somehow all the celebrities got the blue one, and I just be like, where did y'all get that from?
The blue what? This?
Yeah.
Hell no, you can't.
It's blue.
Man, tag me when you get the chance.
I promise you.
What other one did I have? I had like...
I ain't seen no OG purple one in a minute.
Man, this is the original Burger King joint right here. They be having bust down rollies. Like, this to me better than a bust down rollie. Because it's like, yo.
It's crazy you don't think about it, but like that's probably will be worth a lot.
Yeah, it definitely will be. I got one that's in mint condition though. This is the one I just be wearing and stuff. But a lot of people, like, I'm like, man.
Dude, I had so many. I literally had like a whole box full, like a small box full.
Let it go. Right along with the Pokemon.
Probably with some garage sale my parents had. Yeah.
Just let it all go.
Yeah. Rookie.
And then you spend your time as an adult just trying to get it back to some degree. Like I went back, got every Nintendo 64 game I've ever wanted. I've got every one that I've ever wanted. I had to go back and do all that because when I was younger. I said, oh, when I get older, I'm going to have my own this and my own that. And I think it's very important to, as an adult, go back and capture some of those things that you promised to yourself. You're going to feel good, you know, those promises that you made to yourself as a kid.
Yeah.
To go back and do that because it's like, yo, promise fulfilled. You're going to feel like LeBron giving a ring to Cleveland. I swear you are because it's the promise fulfilled. You did it. You finally did it, and you kept your word, and it's just amazing. It's an amazing feeling.
I feel like that's like anything in life. You know, like if you say you're going to do something, especially, you know, I always wanted to be a director as a kid. You know, then I grew up, and I was like, hey, you know, people are saying that business is like right. You know, you got to do this. And then you lose track of what you actually wanted. But then I realized that, fuck it, like life's too short. You just got to do what you really wanted to do.
Yeah. I notice people place their fears on you big time. They're scared, so they'll be like, "Yo, you shouldn't."
I don't know. Statistically,
man, you gotta like no, like I don't never tell nobody they got a bad idea. Like they be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do this." I'm like, I wouldn't do it, but go for it. Because if it worked, I'm not about to look stupid and be like, "Yeah, you the one who said." Like, no, I'm not about to do that. Go for it. Do it. Because if it worked, it might work, but. Yeah, and then when it don't work, I told you so myself in my head. I do that shit.
So your music is a lot different, and I know a lot of promoters done booked you. And I can't picture it going well at every show in Cleveland.
No,
I just can't picture that.
Now I know Nina Ross was talking about like she ain't been booed yet or something like that. Oh, I had some moments. I had a moment at Devin the Dude show. They was an inch off of booing my ass. Like they was an inch off.
They had those tomatoes ready.
Huh?
They had those tomatoes ready.
I wish they would have threw a tomato. I'd have got stumped out by that whole crowd because I'd have went there and you ever play Street Fighter Zangief? I'd have went there with the Zangief swings. Like I'm like, bro, I beat everybody up in here, bro. I'm not playing with y'all.
Yeah. So what songs did you end up doing that night?
If I can go back, I'd have redid it. I'd have did 2 songs and bounced. I'd have never would have did my whole.
But in fact, what's the first impression? What was the first song? That's the important thing.
The first song
you came out by
I danced to I Bet You Won't.
Okay.
I always come out and dance to a hype song like I Bet You Won't. I start there.
Okay, got you.
And then it'll just go off depending on like what's next. I should have did See You Again. I always get a good thing from See You Again because it's a memorial song, but I did not. And I witnessed something else, and I shouldn't have. But by the time I got to Big White Bitch, they was pissed because there was a lot of dudes out there. I kind of knew this was gonna be bad because there was a lot of dudes out there
with the big white bitch.
Yeah, and they were living off them hoes, and I'm like, I need a big white bitch in my life. Niggas like, hey man, you about to get me kicked out, nigga. Yeah. Like, and then right after that shit, it was just like I did the community dick. By the time I hit community dick, a lot of people was fucking with it. Like it was enough people fucking with it, but the majority, they up there like this that young nigga shit right there. Like, but I should have known. It was hella people in there with tall tees. And it's 2019. Why you got tall tees?
See, like Big White gotta be the craziest one for me, and I'm gonna tell you why. Cause it's like
it's real.
I'm just even thinking when you gotta upload it to Facebook. So you know it's day of. I'm about to upload it to Facebook. Instagram won't go crazy. Boom, you press upload. You see somebody repost. Then you go to look at them comments start hitting, and I don't know, like how do you deal with the comments? Because different people deal with them in different ways.
A lot of people deal with comments different ways. I don't save them none. I read a lot of them.
Okay.
Because I just like to see feedback. You know what I'm saying? I put a lot of stuff in my dope book, which is I put a lot of this stuff like it's just data on previous engagements. So it's a dope book, and I just be like, okay, these people kind of reacted like this, and these people kind of reacted like that, just so I get a feel of the next thing. But I love those comments from the ones that, yo, you ever come to Philly, son? You get knocked out. Like I get them all the time. Like
I've seen
you got me kicked out with this dumbass goofy ass shit, bro. Like I get that. So I love it though. It's part of it. If you're not getting an emotion out of somebody, you lost.
Right, because people are mad because they're like there's some sort of thing in them that they're jealous that you're getting attention or some
or they felt it.
Or you know like it somehow relates to them, like fat white bitch. Like he probably has a fat white bitch, right? And he's like, fuck.
And people don't.
She ain't that fat.
Yeah, people don't like the look in.
Oh man. Oh God.
People I lost it now. People just get really emotional. When it's like when stuff be when it hit home, a lot of people don't like to look in the mirror.
Yeah.
People have an issue looking at the mirror and facing the music. And a lot of songs I make, it make you look in the mirror. Like if you're this, you're gonna look in the mirror. You're probably gonna be upset or you're gonna laugh. And that's just part of it, right? If you're not offending somebody, if somebody's not offended, it's probably not gonna work. If you ain't making people think or talk and it's not controversial, it's probably not really gonna work. You know, you're gonna have to dump a lot of money into it to make it work. So other than that, but people be man, fuck them.
I mean, how do
That's
you
what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to have a reaction.
Yeah. I mean, well, especially like right now, you know, how do you deal with like the woke culture of like, oh no, that offends me, you know?
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Look.
But people don't understand that every aspect needs to be heard, you know? It's like,
everybody has an opinion and you're not about to bully me into having your opinion. Like, I don't care. Like, it's like, I say this, and this is a really good analogy. You can steal this if you want to. If you look at like a plus, it's like it's a plus sign. It's a plus.
Yeah.
But if you turn it, it's an X. Yeah. So depending on your perspective in life, you might see two different things. I might see a plus, you might see an X. And we can go back and forth, but unless we change chairs, you'll never see what I'm trying to see. So if you're not even having an understanding mind, there's no even point of talking to you about it. If you're not even trying to see that. I'm a person who can see the plus and the X. Some people can just only want to see what they want to see. And I'm not about to sit back and debate and argue with you over Facebook. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, okay, I used to say I'm like, oh man, that's retarded. And this lady was like, oh, my son, well, that's his fault. It's retarded. And your son retarded. And like,
wow.
Okay,
man. Okay.
Like it doesn't matter. What, I gotta change my language for you? I'm not about to do that for you. I don't care. Like, that's your son. You got to deal with that. And you should teach your son how to deal with a world where people use the word in the phrase like that. Like, I don't care.
Well, I think it goes towards the person that isn't offended. You know what I'm saying? Like, the person that someone's talking for somebody.
Yeah, that's like, man, fuck. Beat my ass then. If you ain't going to beat me up, shut up talking to me. Like, and there it is. Like, if you ain't gonna beat me up, then shut up talking to me. And even if you do beat me up, I'm still gonna say it again. So you're gonna get nowhere with that.
And then look the point of, I don't think people understand the point of comedy. The point of comedy is to like touch on topics that are controversial, that people don't want to talk about, that are taboo. But that's what makes it funny.
Yeah, it's because like you're thinking it.
Yeah, people are fucking thinking it. So why not just say it? Yeah.
Y'all know every time you see a black dude with a big white bitch, you know what it is. You know what it is. You know what it is, bro. And it's just
there's no faking like you don't. Like you don't think that. You know, might as well enjoy like the comedic aspect of it.
Right.
You know?
You know what I'm saying? If you've ever fucked a squirter, you know what it is. Like,
it's pee.
It's pee. You know what it is. Stop acting like you don't for social media because you want to put this image out there. Man, fuck that shit, man. Tell the truth. The truth is so fun to me. It's so fun and it's funny. People just don't want to look in the mirror, and that's their fault. They retarded.
So I need to know why the Cleveland comedy scene don't work together. And when I say don't work together, I'm not talking about the improv show where y'all have a battle and then y'all go home. I'm talking about like why y'all don't meet up and do skits.
Because they're not funny.
None of them?
You're talking about the comedians or like the...
Like, they not funny. Like
Instagram comedians or regular comedians. It depends.
Like, they not... like me, I work with everybody who's funny. Period. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can sit here and name drop all day who's funny and who's not. But if you seen them in a video with me, I probably respect their craft. A lot of people are just high up on their hog where they just feel like, you got to reach out to me. I don't mind reaching out to people.
Okay.
But a lot of people just not funny. And it will probably hurt my brand to even fuck with you. And there it is. But you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they be like, they want to work together. But how? How do I want to work together with you and you ain't even doing nothing? Like, ain't no point of me even working with you. Like, when you get to my end of it, I make money. I make money off mine. You just making people laugh for likes and shits and giggles. I make money. So what I look like working with you if you don't even care? You don't even care. Like, we're different. You just is the whole thing is different.
So is it the views, the quality, their genre comedy? Like what's usually the problem?
Like a lot of people's genre. No, the problem be their mentality.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They wanna drop a video so it's funny so they can fuck bitches. I wanna drop a video so it's funny so it can lead me to other things to change my life. So it's different. So this is why you'll see me working with Nina Ross. You'll see me working with Brian B. Titty and King Zan.
Okay.
But you know what I'm saying? And like it's a lot of other people like the On Lives and stuff like that who I would, and the bank sellers who I would love to work with when that time comes. But a lot of these other motherfuckers, man, they ain't shit. They not funny. They not shit. And it just is what it is. But you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? They hit or miss, and they just end one day, they out the next. And right there, you can just tell by your consistency. If you're not dropping skits and doing shows and doing pull-ups here and there, like a lot of people drop their skit and don't even know what to do after. There's no marketing plan after. There's no merch. There's no flyers. There's nothing. There's nothing after. If you have nothing after, you cannot do a video with me.
It's like lack of I mean, they don't strategize. They don't even like care to think it through.
They don't.
Yeah.
And if you want to know, hit me up because I always give information. I have a whole hour conversation with somebody I've never met. If you just ask me like, yo, man, I just want to know after I do this, what do I do next? And I'm like, yo, after this, X, Y, and Z, depending on what you do. Because I do marketing. That is my strong point. So it's like, I know what to do next, but a lot of people don't. So I always have to grab people and be like, okay, all right, we're going to do this, and then it's going to do this, and then it's going to do that. And then they be like, when they do that, they be like, okay, now I'm listening. Now I'm listening because you just said it was going to do this, and now I did that. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of the other ones you can't do that with because they want to show up late. They want to fuck bitches. Shit, I got pulled over. They want to show up late. They mind.
No, people show up late.
They just mind just elsewhere. To me, if you show up,
you got pulled up. You got pulled over, and you were on time.
Yeah, like if you show up late, to me, that's just the ultimate disrespect of time right there. Like you don't value. Like you could be doing anything else.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But if this guy and this guy is willing to risk COVID, even though I'm tested, to do this interview. When they could be doing anything else, I don't even care. Like, you could be jacking off. It don't matter. It could be time well spent elsewhere, but you're deciding to give this time to me. Why would I insult you by being late? That is just disrespectful.
Couldn't agree more.
That is just disrespectful. And when people come, they be late, they super late, I don't never work with you again. If you spin, I don't never work with you again. And it's just period. And a lot of these people are like that, where I'll be like I'll go to a video shoot and they be like, yeah, X, Y, and Z supposed to be here. And we all waiting. I be like, oh, I ain't never working with you.
Yeah.
You think you about to come to my shoot late? Man, my DM is full of motherfuckers with that. Like, oh, yo, let me come to the shoot. Nah, bro, you be late. I was late that one time. I don't care. You was late. Look, I'll give you the information to the shoot. Show up on time, but I'm not giving you a role. Unless you get there on time. But I'm not writing you in nothing because I don't trust you. Your career don't trust you. You'll never make it because you late. We ain't the same. You corny. You just kind of want this shit. You late. Just that word just give me like
well, because
like bed bug itches like flick it off me.
Yeah, I mean, but you need if you want to work with people, you need to have respect. Like you don't. For instance, this show, okay, we're not Joe Rogan. We're not like millions of streamers, you know, every week. But you
are to me, and that's only because I treat people like that.
Yeah.
Like you say, like you're gonna have me on the show. Okay, I'm coming because when you become that, you know what I'm saying? I just look at everybody like Andrew Lloyd. I look at Andrew Lloyd like he Diddy. So Andrew Lloyd to me is Andrew Lloyd before he become Andrew Lloyd. So this to me is this before it become that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna look at you like that. A lot of people might just be like, "Oh, it's just a stir fry." No, motherfucker, it's the stir fry.
It's the fucking stir fry.
It period. Bro.
We spend hours a week.
They spend
doing
hours
this
a week.
shit.
They put up a light. They got 3 mics. It ain't cheap. There's a camera. It's not cheap, and it take time. And the carpet clean, and they invited you. This is important.
And it's benefit everybody else. Like you get 6 snippets. It ain't that many radio shows in Cleveland that's gonna give you 6 snippets.
I do my own snippets.
They gonna tell you to
like
bring
I had to
your own
go to the
cameraman.
interview, and for real, they'll do that, and I usually have to do that. Like you know what I'm saying. And there's no problem with that because I need to blog anyways. Because when we take these clips, I gotta take these clips and I gotta go and promote them. Like I gotta go invest my money.
Right, and that's something that people don't understand either. Is like we're doing this for the benefit of everyone. So you get to talk about yourself and get to learn about you. And don't you want your fans to learn about you?
Right. Like they're gonna like for this, like you might see a couple like clips, like I might see a clip here on my page and a clip there. But out of all those clips, I'm about to go invest some money into pushing these on different blogs and different sites. Just because like I have to. I have to. We talked about interesting topics. I have to go push that because that's gonna make this brand bigger, but it's ultimately gonna make me bigger as well. Right. Like if media ain't talking to you, you ain't nobody. So for real, if you on this show, it's because you're somebody. Period. And then, but after you do the interview, that's what I be talking about. After the skit, they just be thinking, oh, the work ain't done. No. You give me 6 snippets. I'm taking 6 snippets and I'm trying to get it on the shade room if possible. I'm trying to get it here, there, and there. And I'm going to invest that money into going to do that. Like a lot of people ain't about to do that, but they stupid. They don't get that. They gonna take that money and they gonna buy Jordans. I'm gonna get that money and I'm gonna buy fucking promotion and get more viewers.
Right, and I even think it's a mentality of, hey, I did them a favor. Or, you know...
Yeah, no.
Or I'm on here and then, you know, maybe their fans can come to me. I don't really care. It's like whatever.
Yeah, no, that's not cool. That's so far from cool. And a lot of people have that thing, and that's why they pay for features and stuff like that. Like, that's them. And for them people like that, y'all should wax them to be on the show. Like, y'all should wax them, because it's like, it's no point. But if there's no point in talking to you, there's no point in being on the show then either. You know, but it just is what it is. But me, I invest money into everything I do. Everything I do. So, and I'm not about to do an interview. It's like, oh, Will, like, hey, you gonna do an interview? I'm not doing an interview if I don't have at least 200-300 set aside for the marketing. Period. Like, that's me.
Yeah.
Like, but then they'd be like, oh, you went viral here, and do you want to do an interview and put $300 into pushing it so that way you can go and get booked for shows out of town?
But you could have bought some jeans and a hoodie.
I could have bought some jeans and a hoodie.
Did you not think about that?
Nah. I got enough jeans and hoodie. I'll wear the same clothes over and over. That don't impress me. I like other things. I like how some people be like, yo, I gotta have a nice watch, or I gotta have a nice... I like success. I like progression. I'm addicted to that. So actually, when you see me quiet, when you're like, oh man, your social media, you're not moving, I'm salty for real. Like, that's when I'm sad, because I like progression. I like to move. I want to be more muscular. I want to be more healthy. I want to be more. I always want to be more. So it's like, these earthly possessions will go. I want to be more. I want to be more popular. I want to be more happy. I want to be forward. So that's why I'm always going to take my money. So they're going to take money by jeans. I'm going to take my money by promo, so I can go further with my goals. So we're different. That's why I can't work with you. You don't have that mentality. You want to fuck the bitch, but you could really fuck her if you just go spend like $1,000 to get you a motorcycle, and then you can fuck all the bitches at the bus stop.
Yeah, and people aren't even...
You don't even got to do this. You can get out my way and do this, and just do that just to fuck bitches.
And I mean, I think it should be progress, right? It's like, going forward, how can I get better with the videos? How can I do better stuff? And instead of thinking like, man, this one's gonna go viral, I'll just whatever. This is the one I'm gonna go viral with, and then I don't have to do any more work.
Yeah, nah, it's like the viral part is a tip of the iceberg, right?
But like for every viral video, you need another viral video.
You need another one,
yeah.
and for that one you need another one, and another one, and another one. Like, I got like 10 viral videos in the cut unreleased that I know for sure bangers. The things that you see me release are the I don't knows. So I'm just like feeding, like, let me feed. But the second one hit, bam, 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 they coming, period. Like, they're going to come nonstop. And, you know what I'm saying? You're not seeing a lot of them right now from me right now, because there's no touring. And that's where I make my money, you know?
Okay.
There's no touring, so, you know, I can't go out on the road. I can't link with people. I can't network. Everybody's scared to catch Kung Flu. So
right now, what do you think is missing in the aspect of like why? So I look at these other cities and I see the people like the cheating ass Myrons and, you know, different people, like, even if we look at DC Young Fly like 2 or 3 years ago, where people are paying these people like, I'll pay $100, you post this, $200, then they views going up, they get verified and all of this. But what's the problem in the Cleveland comedy scene? Or what's your personal problem first?
My personal problem?
Like what do you feel like is missing or preventing?
We ain't missing nothing.
So you feel like you got everything, it's just you waiting on it.
Man, Cleveland is the perfect stomping ground for real. We got cheap media and cheap living. And we are in a 9 to 10 hour radius from hella major cities. Okay. If you want to take that 7-hour drive, New York City is right there. Period.
That's a good point.
Look Chicago, Milwaukee, St. Louis is right there. If you want
to go to Nashville.
Look how much stuff, Pittsburgh, everything. DC right there, Baltimore right there, Philadelphia.
I never really thought about that, but that's a good point. We're really central to a lot of major cities.
Yeah, if you want to be independent, this is the place to be at, because you're going to come back to Cleveland and pay $600 rent unless you live out where y'all at. Okay. But, you know what I'm saying? You can
$900.
Yeah, okay, but still, like, you know, you could come here and pay, like, you know what $900 is getting you in New York? A closet.
Nothing.
I don't even think you could afford it.
It's like, that's if you find it. Like,
I might be able to find like a cardboard box or something.
So you don't really think there's any excuses?
There's no excuses here. Okay. Here for real, it's like, they already say like Cleveland is one of the brokest places. Like, you know what I'm saying? So take advantage of that. It's like, it's not a lot of money to be made here, But in the outskirts of what we have here, it's so much money to make. If you're going to be independent, if you want to look for a deal, take your ass to Atlanta, LA, New York.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's an important thing to look at saturation too. Well, why does it work here? Because if you have the drive to do it here, then people will bring you to the other places.
Yeah, they will 100% bring you to the other places. You
you're
blow up here,
an outlier here.
Yeah, out here you a tyrant.
Yeah,
you a wolf amongst sheep out here.
Yeah,
when you go out to the other big cities, you a wolf amongst other wolves, or maybe
all different types of fucking wolves,
bears and stuff like that, other apex predators, and which you might not be able to eat in front of. But if you come out here and you can dominate, you're gonna shoot straight to the top. You're gonna be Ha Davis and immediately you're gonna shoot straight to the top, because there's nobody out here to swing with you, because these people are so depressed. They just don't get up and go after it like that. They just like, they struggle to keep a vehicle and stuff like that because they picked the wrong car. You should have a Toyota. I think you should have a Toyota, period. You gotta get to New York. I get it to my car. In my car I can get to New York for $40. Yeah. Period. In my van I can do it in 60. Okay. And I can probably do it in $30 in the new car that I just got. Like, and that's just what it is. I didn't try to go get the Benz. Why would I go get a Benz right now? I have to travel. I need a traveling car that doesn't take premium gas. Like, and because I have to get to these different locations. You got to get to these cities. It's not that bad. It's not that bad if you just make the right choices. Don't have no baby. Don't get no car note. And don't pay no crazy high rent. And if you got crazy high rent, get a roomie. Period.
So you don't got kids?
No.
He said it.
No, my pullout game is A1.
Yeah, so if there's any little Heyberts out there you think...
You lying. Every viral video is another bitch coming out talking about something. Yeah, this probably yours. It ain't. It don't never be mine's. My pullout game.
Even those bald-headed kids?
Even the bald-headed ones. That's two. Strike two. That's strike two. I don't think nothing wrong with this. I don't think nothing wrong with this place. It's the people. It's the mentality of the people.
It's like if you have the drive, then you will succeed no matter where you are. But different people have different things. Some people like to be part of a group. Mm-hmm. If you want to be part of a group, then go to Atlanta and be in an environment where everyone's creating shit.
Yeah. It's it's not no teamwork out here. Yeah. It's really not. If you can build a team around yourself, then you're gonna blow. But it's not a lot of teamwork out here. A lot of people don't, because people don't know how to take a back seat and when to take a back seat. You have to. That is so important. If you're not willing to take a back seat, you can't be in a team. If you gotta be the focal point, would you? And just be honest with me.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Would you take a back seat to Gucci Mane if that meant you get to be Waka Flocka?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Period. Would you take a back seat to Joe Rogan if that means you get to be Joey Diaz?
Oh hell yeah.
It's that simple. They just can't see that you Joe Rogan right now. They can't see that you Gucci right now, because right now you still at this local level where they can't see it. But if that means if getting behind the baby mean you get to be Stunner for Vegas, that ain't no bad thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But people don't understand that, like, I probably need to, because I barely got the money to make it myself. So it would make sense, like, if you don't really got the money and I got some money, shouldn't you come and help push me? So once we get there, you can be next.
And then sometimes it's not even like the backseat. I be telling people, like, what's your goal? What you trying to do? Like, for example, I invited you and some other Cleveland people. We gonna do skits. That don't mean that I'm the star because I invited all y'all. But other people, they be like, well, I invited everybody, so I got to be the star.
This is my idea. This is my
20 seconds in the video.
Yeah.
And that whole mentality, I feel like, always happened in Cleveland. This was my idea, therefore. And it's like, no, who's funnier? Who looks funnier telling that joke? Or
it's who important. Like when we did the Sunny Delight.
Yeah.
Even though I thought of it, I came up with the soundbite, but I didn't do I want that purple stuff. It was him who needed to do that.
That was hot.
You know what I'm saying? It was important that Will said that we got some purple stuff, some Sunny D. He looked perfect doing that. It wasn't about me.
Yeah.
It wasn't about me. It was about the team effort, and a lot of people do not know when to take a back seat. Because when old buddy was there, and then, you know what I'm saying, I'm looking at dude like, okay, he probably funny. I don't know nothing about him. But then I see his page, and I'm like, oh, he putting up numbers. He know what he doing. I got nothing else to say.
Yeah.
I legitly jump in the back seat and like, yo, this guy needs to drive. And it's that simple. A lot of people don't see that until somebody's trying to build some traction, and then they don't want to jump behind them because they look like they a team hopper or they a dick rider and stuff like that. But in all actuality, this is real life. This isn't the NBA. There's no problem with jumping on a super team to get a ring. In real life, there's no problem with that. There's no problem at all. You can legitimately go join Mark Zuckerberg right now. There's nobody's going to be like, oh, he left Microsoft for... No! Nobody's going to say that.
Congratulations.
Right. Like,
yeah.
Nobody's mad at you for going to join the hottest group. Like, I'm not... Like, there's no... Join what's moving. And if you see something that could be moving, join it. It's always important to join something. If you see it's gaining traction, join. Definitely if you ain't got no money. Definitely if you broke.
Yeah. Everything's better when you have that collaborative spirit. Like... Yeah, I can say, oh, I don't want to work with I do music videos. I don't want to work with any videographers. But that's pointless, bro. Because what happens when,
Okay, I can't agree with that one.
No?
I can't agree with that one.
The videographer
as being a video director.
Okay, well, I don't know. I've done movies I couldn't do myself.
No, you can't do that. But have you shot individual videos, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You can work with somebody?
So there's like got to be an agreement of what the levels are. I don't know, because I come from, when I was in college, I went on film sets, right? And it's all a collaborative effort.
Right.
True. You got an idea, oh, I like this angle, blah, blah, blah. But, like, everyone has roles. It's not like, oh, you hold the camera.
You're not stepping on this person's
Right. So it's like, okay, for our short film, for instance, I want to be a director. I don't give a fuck about holding the camera. So I said, hey, here, hold the camera. And like I could hold the camera and I could shoot a movie easily by my own what I want, but I knew that if I did it myself, then I would get in the way of myself. You don't think about that? I like to let people, come in and have a vision, and then we make it better. Really. I don't know.
The only reason I'm saying it, like, this is, like, in general in life, I can agree with that.
Yeah.
When it comes to filming, though.
I don't know.
And that's only because everybody, like, I've put a camera in people's hands and they've blown the shot.
Okay, well, I'm not going to give some random-ass dude my camera and say, shoot this video. Obviously, I look at stuff and I look at what they've done, but I realize that I cannot do everything myself, and that is a thing that...
100%.
But maybe 3 years ago I'd be like, no, I'm doing it myself. Like I'm shooting the video all myself. I only know what to do. At one point that might have been me, but
I do got trust issues though, because I'm like, man, I don't trust you to get this. Like I know I can do it. I don't be trusting other people like that. But that's why.
That's how I had
that you say that for the video side, because
I had that mentality for a while. I think when I was just starting out, but then I realized that I cannot get further where I want to be unless I give someone, that opportunity to where it takes that off my back and I can focus at a certain task, such as directing. And because no matter what happens, you cannot... Directing and shooting are two different things. Like, you can do them together, but you're not focusing on the actual actions. You're focusing on the image, right? Whereas if I'm, like, not looking at the camera and I can focus on how they're interacting, whether it might be a music video or a movie, I can focus on their interactions.
You can't do both?
No, because you're looking through a screen. I think there's a difference between live performance, and then looking through a screen and focusing on it becoming good through the screen and the lens. Like, you need to step back and look at how they're actually interacting.
You think it's possible to do both?
I mean, I've done it. But I don't think that I could do my best. I can't direct my best. I don't want to be a fucking cinematographer, right? I want to be a director.
See, when I go on sets and it's like another video director there, I immediately take the back seat and just be like, okay, look, I'm going to help make sure this lighting is right and make sure these people are doing that and stuff like that, right, while you're focused on getting your angles and stuff like that. I immediately do that because when you got, to me, and just by experience, when you usually have two directors, it's like, who's gonna
Right. Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Take
Like
the last shot here. Who's gonna like?
But there's a
like
difference
they're stepping
between
on my foot.
Yeah.
That's why I always feel like shooting videos, as far as like not films.
Okay.
But videos always felt like that's a solo director job.
Okay.
A music video.
A music video. I just think that there's a fine line between director and the cinematographer.
Well, yeah, I just feel like it's like, but I feel like the dude would show up with the camera and the gimbal. I feel like it is on that person unless he has an assistant. I don't see another director having too much anything to say. Definitely if he's not a trusted.
Yeah, okay. I mean, it has to do with trust. Like, I wouldn't listen to somebody that I don't believe in their work. I don't like that. Like, if same with your comedy. Like, you're not going to make a video with somebody that is not funny. It would be stupid. And, like, you wouldn't even listen to him. But like you said, Tyrell came and you seen he is funny. He makes numbers. And you're like, okay, let me just go with what he... And then I'm sure you had contributions to whatever you were making. But you guys worked together. It wasn't like, oh, I don't know why he's here. Like, I should be leading this. It was like, okay, he's good. I'm good. Let's make something better. And that goes with videos, too. I mean, like, music videos or anything.
My personal opinion is,
Okay.
I think it's practice. I think it's good practice because if you want to reach that big level that you talk about every day, it's going to be one person dedicated to lighting, one person that's directing, one person that's the actual videographer. So why not try to practice on your local level right now and then see the results? And I mean, if somebody video is ass, obviously y'all got to reshoot that or, talk that up with them.
I feel like that might be a little better and easier to do in New York or in Atlanta or in Cali or maybe even in Texas. I feel like here it's just too much of the clash. That's why I can't really I understand what he's saying. I 100% get it, and he's not lying. He's 100% right. It's just always a dick swinging match. Yeah, when you got two.
But you don't want to put yourself. But I wouldn't.
And I don't like to put myself in that situation. So when it be other people there, I'd be like, oh. That's why I immediately just take the short end of the stick and just like let me back out right here. Okay. Because I hate when people be like, all right, we gonna book you to shoot, right? But I'm also gonna book him to come shoot with you.
Do I almost have that scenario happen? That doesn't work. That doesn't.
And it don't work. No, that's what I'm talking about. But it don't. Yeah. Like, you can't just book me to shoot with this guy. Okay, yeah. It's like.
Okay, in that scenario, that doesn't work.
Came up with this treatment.
Yeah.
We have an idea, and now I have to come and share this.
Yeah, I've had those experiences where it's like, oh, you're both my friends. Let's come in, and it's like, no, like we have two different styles. Like, this is my idea for music videos.
Two different styles, two different.
Right. You can't hire independent people and just expect them to come together. Independent people that do like. They're the main heads of their film stuff. Like, this is what they do. They're not friends. When we were making our movie, I vetted out a couple people to work with. And I worked with somebody that was interested in learning. Like, I was interested in learning, and collaborating. But, like, when you have two people that are already hard-headed, that just it never works.
At all.
Especially with music videos where you're right, everyone in music videos thinks this is their brand, this is them, I don't need no fucking help. Like, don't come to my fucking video shoot thinking you know what you're talking about, because you don't. I mean, it's like more than half the music.
And then the final project, who logo go in the front?
In the front, it's a left to right situation.
You see who logo? Who logo? First?
I guess what I'm picturing is
you see my videos, you're gonna see a one logo than mine. I always put I'm always the person who push the other person forward. I'll be like, go ahead. Like, have it. Like, you can have it.
So when you and your cousin kind of did videos, what was y'all process? Because it was
cousin.
Yeah, Zach. I feel like y'all had you kind of made it seem like it was a video team at one point in time.
I can't believe you remember that.
So you got
you did mention
to explain yourself.
I didn't mention Zach though.
You said your cousin would shoot one and you split it up, keep him on the payroll.
No, that's my brother.
Oh, my bad. Okay, got you.
But that was him. But that was holding the camera.
So that's all he did.
That's an easy job. You get a tripod to do the camera.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so it wasn't actually like y'all was both editing together. None of that happened.
No, I've never edited with another director.
Okay, got you.
Editing though, oh man.
I gotta be dolo when I edit.
Gotcha.
Collaborate. I don't even think that's possible. I don't know how people could sit there and have someone breathe over the next while they edit.
Like
that is a no-go. For me, at least. Like I could not have someone.
No, I don't know who can do that. Like when it comes to editing,
and you're sitting there like,
I need 2 rolls of sushi and some water and some lemons, and I'm gonna sit here and.
Now, do y'all trust them to edit half of it?
I don't trust you to edit nothing.
Oh, okay.
I don't trust you to edit nothing unless only thing I can trust. It depends who you are. Like, okay, so for my Can't Stay Sober video, which is out now and will be on all social media and all streaming platforms shortly. But for that video, Elwan shot some.
Gotcha.
And Henny Honky shot some.
Mm-hmm.
It was never on the same day.
Okay.
And I said, yo, Henny, this scene right here, I need you to shoot that. And then throw a couple of your transitions that you do. And Juan, I need you, get that Ronin out, do this part on these scenes. And then y'all both gave me the footage, and I did the final edit. That's why it's 3 directors on that. We was almost never in the same location together unless it was me and that person and me and that person.
Yeah, makes sense.
We never was in the same editing room. That is, to me, that is nearly impossible. I cannot sit next to you and edit.
Okay.
If you're another director. It's just, I can't do it. I can't do it. Maybe like on a film set, yeah. But I feel like even on a film set, it's kind of simple. It's like, dude, this is the shot that we're using. If not, go to that angle.
Yeah.
It's like, But now I've edited with the artist.
Okay.
And I find it easy to edit with an artist because it's like, at the end of the day, you're seeing what's going on right here. So you can pick this scene. So you're like, oh, I look ugly right there. I didn't like how I look right here. I can negate that if I be like, oh, just come over. I'm about to edit. I'm gonna finish laying your audio and stuff. Let's edit.
Yeah.
I can do that. But with another director? Oh, hell no. No.
Right. I mean, rules need to be established.
No.
At the end of the day, that's how you work together. Yeah.
Maybe. And that's where he right. That's where he 100% right. At the shoot, there needs to be, but it has to be boundaries. Like you said, there has to be boundaries. But in the editing room, no. I'm not about to be online and stuff, and then you type in P on my search board and Pornhub pop up. We ain't about to be doing all that. Why that Vaseline right there? Right. Like, we ain't doing all this.
Yeah.
Screw you. We ain't doing all this.
So, the last thing, what would you have to say to, one thing to young Heybert?
To the young me?
Yeah.
Ooh, depends what age.
Whatever. I mean, just
15.
young youth.
I'm
yeah.
on 15.
15?
Yeah.
That's the age I want to go with.
Okay. What I would say to me when I was 15, I gotta close my eyes to think what's going on. 15. Okay. Yo, make sure you pull out on that girl, because other than that, it's gonna lead to an abortion, and it's gonna cost you a lot of your income tax money that you could invest in on some other stuff. And stop making start making the comedy videos now. Like, everything that you're thinking of, just do it. Write it down and shift it to the side. That whole blue notebook that had all them rhymes in it, all those is trash. Chalk the whole thing. Make sure you continue to don't do no drugs, don't do none of that stuff right there. Hold on, this ain't 15. This is another age. 15. Oh, yo, stop breaking the law right now. Don't rob that dude. It's not worth it at all. But make sure you do go break into that house and shake her, because it's going to save your life when you go to jail. Jail ain't going to be that bad, but you're going to be okay. It's not what they made it seem like in the movies. Don't be sweating when they yell shower time like you was. And other than that, bro, you going to be cool. Save your money. Don't buy that camera. Just continue to steal a little bit, because that's the best way to save money, is to steal a little bit. And you're going to be cool, and don't be too obvious with it. And do not sign up to work at TJ Maxx. They're going to try to embarrass you, bro. Because that dude there, really just leave that place alone. And you're going to be and save your money for that car, because your mama going to get you that car for $600, and let her bargain everybody for you.
Boom.
That's what I would say to 15.
A lot of knowledge in there. There was a lot of wise words, right?
That's what I would say to 15.
A lot of y'all probably didn't get it, but this is what he wanted to tell y'all. Take a risk. No matter where you at.
That said to me.
Yeah.
Take a risk.
I was going through things in life. If I was talking to some other kids like that, I would tell you to watch your finances. Don't leave the house until you got enough money and you have a decent amount of income, if you are, put yourself in a good situation. Leave the drugs alone. Leave the vices alone. Don't do none of that. Don't submerge yourself in social media because it's not real. Just come there for a good time and dip on out. Continue to go outside, have fun, see the life around you. Don't spend life like this. Bring your head up and stay consistent and stay focused because you can't lose. And it's a lot of life going on around you and you don't want to miss it. It's better to be there than to see it. So make sure you have all those experiences and get your money and don't be getting these hoes pregnant. Pull out. Make sure if you a girl, make sure you know what I'm saying, sit on that dick, do a twist, you know what I'm saying? Fuck all the niggas that you want to if you with that shit like that. Other than that, just wait it out. Use condoms when you can. If you're not gonna use condoms, make sure you test it. Get tested. Make sure you stay tested. Go to school. Graduate. But you don't gotta go to college if you don't want to because that shit is not necessary.
Facts.
If you gonna sell drugs, do that shit on the low and don't snitch on your family who was over there selling drugs with you. If you get caught, take that little charge on your own. But if they trying to snitch on you, then do what you gotta do. You feel me? But other than that, man, just stay cool and don't regret nothing. Think about it all the way through.
Wise words. Great way to end it.
Facts.
And keep Plan B money.
Yes.
Keep Plan B money.
Or at least get a girl that has Plan B money.
Yeah, if you don't have abortion and Plan B money, don't be fucking.
Yeah.
Don't be fucking. Keep Plan B money.
Couldn't agree more. All right, so where can they find you at?
Everything is on HeybertFlex.com, HeybertFlex.com. That is where everything is. All my social media is uniform. HeybertFlex on everything, on every platform. It is all the same. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can't miss it. And I'm about to be all in y'all faces for a very long time. And even like if I die, I got so much content that I'll be the Tupac of this. Content will keep coming even if something happened to me.
It'll keep coming.
Oh yeah, 100% for sure.
All right, love it. Well, thank you for being on the show. I appreciate it. It was a great one. So, all right, thank you all for listening and watching. It's your boy Chef T.
I'm with a Spacekid.
I'm Heybert Flex.
Yeah, so keep it real. See you next week, y'all. Thank you all for listening and joining us on another episode of the Stirfry. All the music was created by Steve Ozell. Check him out on all streaming services at Steve-O Music, spelled ST3V30 Music. Also, if you enjoyed this podcast, please subscribe and leave a review. We'd greatly appreciate it. And see you next Tuesday when we talk with Darius Price Smith. He's an artist, producer, event coordinator, a man of many talents. He spoke a lot of wisdom, especially about giving back to his community, so it was a really great episode. So see you next week, y'all.